Morning children, today we are going to study tenses. I'll start this chapter of tenses today. That is why today we will study only present tense. So as you know that all the tenses have four subparts: simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. So we'll start with simple present tense. It is necessary for us to know where to use simple present tense. So, it is generally used to express facts. We use simple present tense when we have to express some facts. For example, water freezes at 0 degrees centigrade. So, this is the permanent fact. That will not change. It is a fact that water freezes at 0 degrees centigrade. So, to express facts. Second one, to express habits. When we have to show the habits, then also we use simple present tense. For example, I seldom get late for school. So, it is my habit that I seldom get late for school. I don't get late for school. I am always punctual. So that is, I seldom get late for school. So this is my habit. To express the situations that are permanent. The permanent truths are always said in simple present tense as it rains heavily in Assam. So this is the permanent truth that it rains heavily in Assam. So these are the common uses of simple present tense. Now we will see the structure of simple present tense. Structure of simple present tense: affirmative, negative and interrogative. The three kind of sentences all the tenses have. So first of all, affirmative sentence: subject, verb and object. This is the formation of all the sentences. There is subject, then verb and then object is there. So subject, then V1. V1 means the first form of verb. So we use always the first form of verb. Sometimes we can see the S or ES with the verb. So when to use S or ES with the verb? When the subject is singular, we use S or ES with the verb. Or when the subject is plural, we use the first form of verb, then object. For example, he writes a letter. Here the subject is he. That is singular. That is why we have used ES form of the verb. And if the subject would be plural, for example, if there was you, so we could have used write. You write a letter. So the sentence would be like that. You write a letter. And with the singular subject, we have used writes the letter. Negative sentence में we have to use do or does with not. Do with the plural subject and does is used with singular subject. For example, they do not tease their parents. So they is plural subject, that is why we have used do not in this. Interrogatives. There are two kind of interrogatives. One is yes/no questions. The questions which can be answered in yes or no. They are called yes/no questions. So how to start them? We will start them with the helping verb do or does. Then subject, then the first form of verb and then object. For example, does he teach you? So the subject is he. That is why we have used does here. अगर ये सब्जेक्ट प्लूरल होता then how would we use it? Do you teach him? It would be like that. WH word. The second kind of questions are starting with WH words. So how to make them? WH word, then do or does, then subject, then first form of verb and then object. One more important thing, when we use does in negative or interrogative sentences, we use does, then we have to use the first form of verb without S or ES, because does already has the ES form. That is why we don't use s or es with does. Where do you play cricket? So WH word is there. Do you play cricket? So this is with the structure of simple present tenses. One is present continuous tense. As the name suggests, continuous. So it is used when something is going on in continuation, which is still continuing. So where to use it? For the things that are happening at the moment of speaking. When I am speaking, what I am doing? I am teaching English. So this action, the action of teaching is still going on. It is in continuation. That is why the tense continuous is used here. So for the things that are happening at the moment of speaking, when I am speaking this, I am teaching. So example is I am teaching English. The next one, for definite future arrangements. Yes, for future arrangements also that we have planned, that are fixed, that we are sure about. As we are sure about something that is going to happen or we are going to perform in future, then also we can use present continuous. For example, I am meeting my father tomorrow. So this will happen in future, but I have planned it. I am sure about it that I am meeting my father tomorrow. So we can use simple present tense here too. So this is the use of present continuous tense. The structure of present continuous tense. In affirmatives, we use is, am or are. According to the subject, we have to use is, am or are. Then the ing form of verb, that is also called the fourth form of verb, that is used with object. So subject plus is, am, are plus ing form of verb and then object is used. For example, they are playing hockey. So they is the subject, are playing hockey. In negative sentences, not is used after is, are or am, and ing form of verb is still used. For example, you are not going to the school. In interrogatives, is, am, are, that is the helping verb. It is used in the beginning before the subject, is, am, are plus subject plus ing form of verb and then object. Example, are they preparing the presentation? Or WH word plus is, am, are plus subject, then ing form of verb, then object. For example, what are you doing? So this is the structure of present continuous tense. One is present perfect tense. First, see where to use present perfect tense. To express an action very recently completed, we use this tense when we have to show an action that we have just completed, we have recently completed. It shows the complete action, but that is completed in the present only, in the recent hours. For example, I have just finished my work. My work is finished, it is completed, but it is just completed. It is completed in the recent period. Next one, to express an action which began in the past and continues till the moment of speaking. Sometimes it shows the continuing action also. Continuing action means some action that was started in the past, but it is still going on. It is still in continuation. It is still continues. For example, we have been at Ooty for 2 weeks. We have been at Ooty for 2 weeks means we came to Ooty 2 weeks ago. That was past, but we are still at Ooty. So the action of being in Ooty is still continuing. It means we are still at Ooty, but we have been at Ooty for 2 weeks. So our stay at Ooty started in the past, but it is still continuing. So in that condition also we use present perfect tense. Now see the structure of sentences. Affirmative, we have to use has or have and the third form of verb. In present perfect tense, subject plus has have. According to the subject we use has or have. You must be knowing where to use have and where to use has. With singular subject we have to use has and with plural subject we use have plus third form of verb. In all the perfect sentences, present, past and future, we use the third form of verb only plus object. My father has forgiven me. So father is the singular subject, we have used has, forgiven, third form of verb, me, object. Negative, in negatives we will add not after has or have. For example, you have not submitted your work. Interrogative, yes no questions, we will use has or have in the beginning, has, have plus subject plus third form of verb plus object. Example, have they come to the city? Or if the question is WH word, with the WH word, how to use it? WH word in the beginning, then has or have, then subject, third form of verb and then object. Example, when have you lived for? Where have you lived? Where have you lived for 4 years? So this way it is the structure of present perfect tense. This one in the present is present perfect continuous tense. First see where to use this tense. To express an action or state that began in the past is in progress at the time of speaking, but which is still continuing, which is in progress at the time of speaking. The activity or the action began in the past, but it is still in continuation, it is still going on, it is in progress, it is not completed yet. Okay, it shows that it is not completed yet, it is still going on. And what is the second point? The action is expressed with the time of its beginning. The speciality of this tense is that the time of the action when it began is also given. From which time or from when it is going on. The time of the continuation of the action, of the beginning of the action is also given with the sentence. So this shows that this is present perfect continuous tense. See the structure of present perfect continuous tense. Affirmative. In affirmatives we have to use has been, have been, and the ing form of verb, subject plus has been, have been plus ing form of verb, then object plus time. It is sometimes given, sometimes not. But most of the times the time of the action going on is also given with since or for. Before the time we have to use since or for as preposition. You must have read about them in preposition. You will find out it in the chapter of preposition also. Where to use since? With the exact time we use since and with inexact time we use for. For example, they have been living in Delhi for 5 years. It is the time of 5 years is not exact, which 5 years are being denoted here. So that is what we have used for here. Negative sentences, not is used after has or had. Subject plus has, have plus not plus been plus ing form of verb, then object plus time. For example, she has not been eating since morning. The times of a day, morning, noon and evening, night, these are considered as exact time. That is why we use since before them. Interrogatives, has, have plus subject plus been plus ing form of verb plus object plus time. For example, have you been studying for 2 hours? WH words has or have plus subject plus being plus ing form of verb plus object. For example, what have you been doing since 1990? So the years are also considered the exact time. That is why since is used. With the years we use since. So this is with the present tense. In the next videos I will tell you about past tense and future tense also, like this. So good day.